Okay, hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Cleaning and Restoring. In this episode I will be doing the PS2 Slim version. Not sure how this is going to go, to be honest, because this is probably this is a newer system than some of the ones I've done, so it may be a little bit more difficult. I don't know. But so let me start off by saying that I've no clue how this is going to go or if I'm going to get to the bottom piece or not. I'm just doing this for the sake of doing it because someone may need this. I personally don't, because A, this is not mine, and B, this isn't really that dirty. My friend just gave it to me for the sake of making a video, which was great. Thank you, Teeohh. And if you want to see Teeohh, check out his channel in the description below. So for this, first of all, you're going to turn the console over like every other cleaning and restoring you ever do. And I'm not sure if this changes by model or not. But so what you're going to need to do is get a really thin flathead screwdriver or even like a blade or something if you're going dangerous. And there are all these little rubber feet and plastic plugs right here. Now these two right here do not come out, as far as I know, at least for this version. Basically, you just kind of pry these off. Now all these plastic and rubber pieces are made to be snapped back into place. You don't need to glue these back in. They have little clips that hold them in place. You just gotta push it in and pry it up. I'm doing these all in video just because I want to get to the next step, or because I need to show you about this middle one right here. So the two rubber ones are the exact same way. You just pull them up like plugs, and they shoot out like that one did. This one is kind of different because it has a tag over it. This is a security seal. Basically, people started putting these on their consoles. Basically, you can't open this without ripping this seal. So what they do is they put it there, and if the seal is ripped whenever you take it to a store to like get your warranty money back, they'll look at that seal and be like, oh, this is ripped. You took it apart. That's why it's broken and you need your warranty back. And they won't give it to you. So if you break this seal, you can't get your warranty back. So I have already cut it with the edge of the screwdriver. And this one comes out just like all the other ones. It may be a bit harder just because it's the way it is. I got it out first try last time. Now I can't get it out. There we go. Try not to mess up the label too much, but I did budge it a little bit. So now you take a regular, smaller Phillips head screwdriver. And let me just check the bit real quick. Yes, this one is right. Alright, and then you're going to go ahead and take all 6 of these screws out, and then I'll show you from there. Okay, one thing I should note is that all the screws are the same size. They're all short little gray ones. However, I'm not sure if there are different versions and if each version has different screws and whatnot. I know the regular PlayStations, or regular PlayStation 2 rather, there's different versions, and some of them have short screws over here and long ones over here. For mine, it's all the same, but if yours is different, you just kind of got to remember that and hope that you remember it whenever you take it apart, or put it back together, rather. So next, I'm assuming we can just lift up the lid. Oh, we may not be able to because it wouldn't be the first time I got confused by a console and couldn't open it. Trying to see where our resistance is. Okay. It's this button right here. Alright, I'll figure this out off camera and then I'll come back with what I did basically. Okay, I got the lid off. I did have to use, I think all it was I needed to use a little bit of brunt force to get it off because it was kind of stuck. The lid basically should just come apart now. You get this piece right here. I'm not sure if you saw me take it out, but this goes like this. You can just slide this out. This is obviously washable, however this one's not that dirty. It looks like the lid is all just plastic. So I'm assuming you can wash this by itself. Can't get the disc tray open. I don't know how you get that open, but without I don't even know what I'm trying to say. I don't know how you get it open basically. So this is all washable. I'll set that aside for right now. So now here we got the innards of a PS2 rather. Here's the front of it, and here's the back of it. This is the disc reading mechanism right here. There's the laser. Don't touch that. And one thing to note, there's a little piece of motherboard right here. It may come out. Just drop it back into place. It fits in basically one spot. So now while looking around, I'm trying to see if there are screws or anything holding this in place. And I see 6 screw holes, but I don't see 6 screws in them. So I'm wondering if this is already unscrewed. And it looks like it is. Except right here. This is kind of stuck. Oh, okay. Like I said in the beginning, I have no clue how this is going to go. I've never seen a video on how to do this, so Right here, there's a silver screw between the two controller ports, so I'm going to take that out really, really quick. And I grabbed the wrong screwdriver bit. Crap. Very unprofessional. Normally I'd cut this stuff out, but I'm just being lazy right now, to be totally honest with you guys. Alright, let me take the silver screw out. And put this one aside in a different pile because it's a different screw than the ones holding it together. And very carefully, you turn the console over, and the board just plops right out. That's how I said plops, not plops, because that would be too cool. So here's your board. Mine's really clean. I'm going to still clean it with air just to get any dust off that may be there. And basically, you just have two halves of the console now. You have the bottom plate right here with the security seal and everything. And you have the top piece right here. Like I said, there's no electronics in this. You don't need to worry about ruining anything. Right now, I'm just trying to figure out how you get this this lid to open manually instead of having to. I know the release is on this side. I just can't figure out how one would get this open manually. So yeah, that's basically the deconstruction. So I will go clean this off, and I'll be back with the reconstruction. If you were wondering, I always do say like, oh wait, can I just hit the eject button? Oh, how about that? If you're smart like me, you may have figured out that you can just hit the eject button and it'll work. But yeah, so that's it for taking it apart. And basically, you only have two things to wash, the two halves of the console. So yeah, I'll be back with putting it back together. Okay, at this point in the video, you're probably ready to put your PS2 Slim back together. Let's brush off these like dust that got stuck in the water. Okay, so this should be pretty simple. I'm not sure. I wasn't actually planning on recording this, and I was just going to get rid of this video completely, but let's just see how this turns out, and if it turns out okay, then I'll post it, but if not, then I won't post it. So first you're going to take your motherboard right here, and this is all just one giant piece, which is great, and you're going to put it in, obviously lining up all these ports with this side, and it does fit in really easily. I mean, it just drops into place like that. You turn it around, and, well, I'm turning it around because this is easier for me, and there's the one screw right here that was different than the rest of them. It's the shorter silver one with the larger head to it. You can, oh crap, I forgot. I had to switch screwdriver bits for this. I was just taking apart an NES that takes the bigger screws. Okay, so you can go ahead and put this screw back in. And once you're there, you take this little piece of motherboard right here, drop that back into place. Take your lid, and remember there's this little metal piece right here. If you don't understand how that goes in, it's pretty simple. It can go in either direction, like this. So it can go in this way down or this way. But you want this thing sticking out in the middle to be facing inward. So it goes in like that. Really simple, honestly. Now you're going to take this, and you can see these four holes right here. Those line up with these in the back, so you got to turn it around like so. And hopefully it should just drop back into place. And it did, actually. Whoopsie daisy. I wasn't expecting it to be fully honest with you. So now I'm going to go ahead and put all 6 screws back in, and I'll be back with the little plug. Alright, I'm sure you guys already know what the last step was, but I'll show it to you anyway. And I'm going to do this all on camera just to talk a little bit while I do it. But we're just putting the plugs back in. So I have them separated. Here are the 2 rubber ones. Here are the 3 plastic ones. And here's the 1 plastic one that has the security sticker still on it. So first we're going to do the 2 rubber ones. Now for me, now I'm just warning you guys, this may change by year, so if yours is different, don't like argue with me about it. For me, I know the 2 rubber ones go right here because there's 1 on each corner. These 2 never came out. So I'm going to push those back in, and these all just snap back in on their own. That's what's great about this. You don't have to worry about gluing them like you did for the original Xbox. The 3 plastic ones that don't have the label go on this edge right here in these little arcs. And the last label one goes right here. Now I'll be careful, I just need to get a close look so you make sure that the writing is facing the same way. It doesn't really matter because you already ripped apart the sticker, but I mean it still looks nice if you have it all facing the same direction because it shows that you actually put care into it. And so after you've done that, brush off the top again because it probably got dirty since you had it setting on the table or whatever you're working on. I would do a button check and make sure the power button makes this clicking noise. It's really quiet, but well, that's a good thing it's really quiet because that means it's working. But just make sure that works and make sure your eject button still opens the disk tray. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So the PS2 Slim is put back together, and like I said, anything throughout this whole deconstruction and reconstruction may change depending on the year, because I know it changes with the original PlayStations. I'm not sure if it changes with the PlayStation 2 Slims. When I said original PlayStation, I meant original PlayStation 2. They changed a lot. I'm not sure if the PlayStation 2 Slim version changed. But that's pretty much it for this video. So if you liked it, thank you for watching. Leave a like or subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos like this one. Thanks.